Hello, everybody, and welcome to an update video. We're here to talk really quickly about a couple things. Mainly where we've been, because we've been kind of vacant on the channel. We've been doing a lot of live streams, which have been fun, but we've also been. It's been a bit since we've actually uploaded a normal video. So I wanted to talk about that today, and the main reason that that's happening, actually, it's like three main reasons. Listen, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. There's a lot of stuff happening in my personal life, and on top of that, there was a massive heat wave that is only just now starting to go away, which is really good. It's really good that this is gone now, because now we can actually record during the daytime and just kind of whenever we have free time. But on top of all of that, I have also been losing my voice a little bit. Listen, I'm not losing my voice right now, but my voice has been cracking more than it ever has before. And every time I'm done like recording a video or something like that, mainly when I'm streaming, my voice is like it hurts. It hurts. I think the streams are what's really doing it. Streaming for like 2.5 hours of nonstop talking like this is like kind of rough. It's kind of rough on the throat. Hey yo, pause. Wait. But yeah, there's been a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes that's kind of making it so that we're not really doing a lot of stuff recently. And part of it is just me being a little bit lazy. I'm not gonna lie to you people. But the main reason I'm being lazy is because I'm doing a lot of stuff in my personal life that's kind of like taxing, I guess you could say. But we're actually back to do a bunch of stuff. We're gonna lock in now. Starting with the movie review, I want to mention this right away. We're doing the movie review soon, very soon. I don't know if I'm gonna upload the video very soon, but we're going to be starting it very soon because in the last update video, I said we were gonna do a movie review, and then we never really got around to it. We're getting around to it. I'm going to force myself to get this done. Let me check what day it is actually. I'm gonna get this done by the end of the month because it currently, as of recording this right now, it is currently 2 in the morning, and it's the second day of the month. So we have basically an entire month to get this movie review out. And if we don't get it out, I'm gonna do something that will be like a punishment or something like that, so I can actually hold myself to this. Because I want to do more movie review stuff. I want to branch out from the content that we're doing, and I want to go into like higher production value type stuff. But we haven't actually done that yet, so I really want to do that. But the project I have in mind is also, it's not just one video or one movie. It's not just one movie. It is, in fact, four, I think, movies, and they are incredibly hard to find. And, like, oh man, the idea I have is such a banger. It's such a banger. But it's also so hard to do. So we might end up just like doing a single movie review or something, depending on how easy it is to actually find this stuff. But the particular movie review I have in mind, the video I want to make, you guys have no clue. The rabbit hole that I found, oh, it's gonna be fucking sick. But moving on from that, I also want to talk about the state of Five Nights at Freddy's right now on the channel. Currently, we've done a playthrough of Help Wanted 2, a playthrough of Help Wanted, a playthrough of Security Breach, a second playthrough of Security Breach, where we did a bunch of theory crafting stuff, and then also a third playthrough of Security Breach on a live stream, where we also did theory crafting stuff. And at this point, we're going back to play through Help Wanted again to do another live stream series where we're theory crafting and stuff. So at this point, we have basically just been replaying Five Nights at Freddy's a bunch, and I know this, and I want to address this publicly, because I've noticed it too. I see the pattern, all right. But every time we come back, there's new stuff to address. There's new stuff to talk about. The production value is higher. Newer people are coming in. People love the FNAF stuff, and I love making it too. So like a win-win situation. But at the same time, we need some new shit, you know? And that's not to say I want to like play a bunch of FNAF fan games or anything like that, but I do want to spice up the channel a bit. I want to do something a little bit more than Five Nights at Freddy's, because Five Nights at Freddy's is awesome. I love the series. I love doing these theory crafting things, especially the live streams. The live streams have been a great time. But I want to do something more with the channel. I want to branch out to more stuff, because I've said this before a lot in update videos like this, but this channel is a variety channel. This is not a Five Nights at Freddy's channel. This is not a Friday Night Funkin' channel. This isn't like a movie review channel. It's nothing specific. This is a variety channel of whatever the hell I want to make. And with that being said, I'm thinking about playing like a horror game next. I think I want to do a horror game, but I also kind of want to do like an old game, like a classic game. I don't know what I would do yet. No clue actually. But I'm thinking about doing like something like that, and hopefully it'll be pretty fun. Maybe we'll bring on a guest for a series. One thing I do want to get out pretty soon is a really old Among Us recording that I have that I want to get edited and uploaded as like an hour and a half video because that was really fun. That was a great time. But yeah, I think we're gonna be going full force back into content. Well, not full force. Listen, I still got a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. I'm still doing stuff, and I'm not gonna be talking about it on the channel. I'm not gonna address any of this stuff, even though it is just like pretty basic stuff. Like this is normal things that normal people do, which is exactly why I'm not gonna tell you guys about it. Cause listen, I want this to be a community. You know, I want this channel to be a really cool place where people can go to have like a safe space. But also, I have boundaries, you know. Y'all can't just like y'all got to calm down with the parasocial stuff. And you know, no one on this channel has really done anything that parasocial so far, which is good. We've been surprisingly avoiding it. We've been dodging the bullets, but you know, um, there's definitely some people out there that you know kind of pry a little bit too much, and I just want to set the boundaries up immediately and just say like, listen, you know, this is some personal stuff that I'm dealing with, and that's all you need to know. And I think that's a good way to put it. I think that's a good way to put it because it lets you guys know that I am doing stuff in the background that more so involves my personal life than the actual YouTube channel. But it also, you know, doesn't tell you anything at all about that, which I like. With that out of the way, I'm trying to think of what we actually have to talk about now. We talked about most stuff, why we were gone. I'm losing my voice. There was a heat wave, and also dealing with personal stuff. Um, we talked a little bit about the game lineup, plans for the future. A lot of that stuff was kind of covered in a previous video. Something I do want to mention though is the idea of making a Patreon. I was thinking about making a Patreon for this channel because as of right now, we are getting paid nothing for this channel, and that's perfectly fine with me. But at the end of the day, I think it would be really cool to be able to sustain myself off of this channel and give people that want to donate a way to actually do so. Because there's been some people like in the live stream chats and stuff that have said that they would donate it if they were able to. Um, so I think Patreon is the way to go with that because if we do that, I can put some cool stuff on Patreon, like the reaction cuts of the movie review stuff that we can't actually post on YouTube because YouTube is very mean about that type of thing. But we can then take that reaction cut and upload it to Patreon, giving the Patreon viewer like a better viewing experience, but only because YouTube literally won't let us do that type of stuff. Because trust me, I would love to do reaction cut stuff. I've edited down multiple reaction cuts for movie reviews at this point, and I've tried to upload them alongside the movie review as their own separate edited down video. Every single time YouTube, it just does not work. You cannot do it. Like they will destroy that video unless you completely blur everything. But that's no fun. Everyone wants to see that cool stuff. So yeah, I have some plans for the Patreon, like stuff like that I want to do. There's a couple other ideas I have, but I also don't want to do too much. I don't want to make it so it feels like you have to have a paywall to see the cool content, you know? Which is why I feel like I want to keep it kind of limited on the Patreon because I don't want to do like Patreon exclusive live streams or anything like that. I did mention in the previous update video the idea of doing Patreon live streams with specifically horror games like Until Dawn. I wasn't very clear on this, by the way, so I do want to clarify this. I specifically meant with games like Until Dawn so that the chat can like make the choice for us while we're there. Like the Patreon people can make the choice. But even if we did that, I would be live streaming the video on, you know, YouTube and all that. Like we would still be live streaming through the normal means, but we would be using that instead of like we would be using Patreon as a poll instead of the normal YouTube stuff. But even then, that's something that would come like way further down the line when we have a lot of subscribers, which means like a lot of people in chat. If we were at the point where we have like a ton of people in the chat, I think even then we would just do polls. We would do polls in the chat, and decide based off of each type of poll, you know. But I don't know. It's still very rough around the edges when it comes to Patreon stuff. We haven't figured anything out when it comes to that. We haven't even tried to set it up. So, this is all just ideas, just floating around ideas. I think the movie review stuff, placing the reaction cuts of the movies on Patreon, I think that's a really good idea. I think that one slaps because I've seen a lot of people do that, and it's pretty cool to see. And I think that's a cool perk for Patreon people. It makes sense because it's something that I can't really control. You know, YouTube literally won't let me post it, and it lets me post more content that I really enjoy. So, with that being said, I think we've covered everything at this point. Quick wrap up. We talked about why I was gone. We talked about the game lineup and ideas for the channel. We talked about doing the movie review before the end of the month. Then we talked about Patreon. I think that's everything. Also, I do want to mention, editing might be a little bit worse for a tiny bit. It probably will be exactly the same, but who knows? Basically, the reason I say this is because it's been a long time since I've actually edited a video. It's been like 2.5 weeks or something. It's been a good bit. Wait, how long has it been actually? Let me check this. How long has it been since we've uploaded? Like, yeah, like a long ass fucking time. A long. We've been doing live streams though. We've been doing a lot of live streams, and I really enjoy the live streams. Um, but yeah, it's been a while since we've uploaded a normal video. Also, I want to mention somebody in the comments has been suggesting a Friday Night Funkin' mod that they made for us to play, and I'm going to play through that. But I also want to apologize that it's taking me so long to play through this. Like I said earlier in the videos, excuses. I'm losing my voice. It's a heat wave. All that stuff. You already know. But yeah, basically, I have been way too busy to record like normal videos, let alone Friday Night Funkin' mods, because Friday Night Funkin' mods take a little bit of extra time to edit and to record and to set up and all that type of stuff. But also, speaking of which, we might go back to Friday Night Funkin' soon, a little bit, like a tiny bit. I think I want to do like 2 more videos on Friday Night Funkin' because I found some really cool looking mods, and I kind of want to check them out. But yeah, when it comes to Friday Night Funkin', it's kind of nice to just play it in my spare time, for a lot of it, because when you record a Friday Night Funkin' video, after a while it kind of just becomes the same commentary over and over. You know, it's me going like, wow, this looks so cool, this plays so cool, this song so cool, that kind of stuff. Just kind of over and over again. So I want to challenge myself when we record Friday Night Funkin' to try to like mix that up and not really do any of that shit. I'm definitely still gonna compliment the mod, of course, because you know I'm sure it's gonna be a good one. But we're also gonna try to mix it up when it comes to the commentary. I want to try to see what we can do with Friday Night Funkin'. I'm gonna really try to test my creativity when it comes to commentary there. Which I guess leads me into another topic I kind of want to talk about. Our improv skills are improving a lot. Also, just real quick, I want to mention my throat is hurting already. I've been talking too much. I swear I'm losing my voice. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen soon. But we're gonna record as many videos as we can before then. But yeah, as of recently, I've noticed that my ability to do jokes and to create improv and to keep a bit going and to like bounce off of people and things like games that we're playing or people that I'm in a call with, that type of stuff. We've been improving a lot. Our improv is getting like actually way better. And I wanted to call this out because I'm noticing improvements on the channel. And I want to mention these improvements. And I don't only want to mention them when they're like editing and stuff. I also want to mention them when it comes to stuff that I'm doing. Just for my own sake, because as sometimes I do go back and check out these monthly update videos to see where I was at and all that type of stuff. Almost kind of like a diary, but not really. Like seeing where I was at that point in time. It's kind of cool to have, especially the ones that were during the yearly uploading thing. There was some rough times during that. Also, did I say yearly uploading? I meant daily uploading for a year. But yeah, there was some rough times in that, and revisiting that and seeing the ability to still keep like pushing forward during that was really cool to actually revisit. There was a lot of moments during that challenge where we should have failed, but I was just way too determined. And that's cool to see. It's cool to look back on that, which was kind of why we did it to begin with. That's why we did the monthly update videos during that challenge, and also to kind of give us a break every month. But yeah, um, as of right now, I think we've covered everything, so we're going to kind of wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. We got kind of rambly towards the end. You know, we're rambling a little bit, but it is also 2 in the fucking morning, mate. So, as of right now, I'm mad tired. Also, I just realized I've done the check the invisible watch bit like 5 times this fucking video. Listen, like I said, 2 in the morning, mate. 2 in the morning right now. It's real late. Which is exactly why I'm going to end the video. Thank you for watching, mate. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. If you want to see more stuff I've made, it should be appearing on screen right now, innit? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Peace out.